Marvel Live at New York Comic Con 2014, brought to you by Marvel, Contest of Champions. I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Marvel's Agent M.
I'm Marvel.com editor Ben Morris, and speaking of Marvel Contest of Champions, we have two more folks from the production of the game. We have Derick Groves, the Game Master. We also have Tim Molyneux, the lead designer. All right, let's just get it on the table out of the way first of all. Derick, what is a Game Master?
It's not as impressive as it sounds, really.
It has to be. Don't break me.
I don't think it can be.
No.
No. So basically, I work with the designers and the artists to kind of come up with the character release schedule. Okay. Also to organize tournaments and events within the game.
Mm-hmm. And have you had to go on like adventures with a ragtag band of Nintendo characters? Like,
there's a fellowship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are in that. All right. And Tim, can you tell us quickly about your role?
For sure. So as a game designer, I'm responsible for taking the product vision of the game and then breaking that down into a distinct rule set. So what the player's doing, how they're interacting. It ends up being a lot of slideshows and spreadsheets. So.
Even so, slideshows and spreadsheets on what you guys are doing is pretty cool. We've been down, we've seen the demonstration, we've put the trailer up a bunch of times. Great response so far. I don't know how the fans are responding to you guys on the floor. I'm assuming good?
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so amazing to watch people play the game. It's really cool.
And is this your first experience really getting to see people outside of Kabam, outside of the studio, interacting with and reacting to what you're doing?
So we have smaller play tests, but never at this volume. It's been insane, yeah.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Of the characters available for fans to play here, who are people gravitating most towards?
Oh, easy. Deadpool and Gamora.
Really?
So yeah, Gamora.
Deadpool, yeah, Gamora's a new one, but I feel like Gamora's a really popular character.
I've actually seen a lot of people using Scarlet Witch as well.
Interesting. I didn't even know Scarlet Witch was in the game.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
No one's using Scarlet Witch?
No one's using Scarlet Witch.
Is there a Scarlet Witch agenda here?
I've seen Scarlet Witch in every playtest today.
Scarlet Witch, I feel like, is a really cool character, though, because that's not just a punch-kick thing. She's got to have a lot of cool abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, her special 3 is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Who do you guys favor in terms of the characters that are in the game now?
Everybody laughs at me. I like Hawkeye.
Why do they laugh at you?
I don't know. Why do you laugh at me, Tim?
Yeah, what's your deal, man?
Gamora for me, yeah. I love that character.
Oh, hold on. I want an explanation here. Why are you making fun of him for the Hawkeye?
Because he likes like classic Hawkeye, like George Perez, ridiculous, not new Matt Fraction.
Not ridiculous.
All right,
Get
I'm
off
sorry.
my
See you
show.
later, guys.
Wow. Marvel approved you? No, just kidding. That's all right. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, very much. But all right, cool. So we also have the opportunity for you guys to ask questions of these gentlemen. Use the hashtag Marvel NYCC. So get that one in there. The game comes out in December 2014. Are you guys doing any last-minute stuff right now, or is it pretty much good to go and now you're just waiting to release, or are you doing last-minute tweaks and things like that?
So the cool thing about making a mobile game is that we're always working on it, and we kind of never stop.
That's true, yeah, right.
So up until we're just burning the midnight oil. Up until probably a couple weeks before, we'll keep working on it.
And what kind of things do you guys have to do as you're getting ready for a big launch like this?
So a lot of it is kind of listening to feedback and doing lots of tuning and balancing. That's what Derick's all about also as well, is working with a live environment and changing the game based on that.
Right, you're not dealing with Mother Brain and King Hippo.
Takes it a lot of time.
Just going to keep going back to that.
That's
By the way,
a reference point.
Yeah, if anyone's getting any of this, please tweet and let me know that I'm not completely out of touch.
Lucas Ackerman says he must be getting old, but his fingers don't work well for mobile games. And he mirrors a statement we've seen a lot of times. People think this looks like a console game and want to play it on console, which I think is a great testament to how well you guys are putting this game together.
Thank you. Super, super flattering.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So any chance of a console?
Who knows?
No, we know it's not. We're going to keep asking everyone who comes on.
Yeah, no, that's what we got right now on the Twitter machine.
So guys, tell us a little bit about the development of the game. When did you start? What kind of steps were involved? What specifically did you guys do over the last few months here?
For sure. So kind of about a year ago, we were getting in talks with Marvel, and we were all super excited. Back then, there was about 3 of us, and we started just pouring in ideas. And from there, we've been full ever since. In the beginning, it was always going to be a fighting game, and so it's been from prototyping to then actually making it. It's just been full pace ahead. So.
Yeah, and I remember those early conversations. I kept hearing rumors of this Marvel game.
Yeah.
And Tim would come over and talk with our artist Gabe.
Yeah.
And they'd have these conversations. I always interject and try and get involved in these conversations.
Hey guys, I should be in this too.
Yeah.
There were lots of nerd battles for the first 2 months.
All right, tell us about those a little bit. Were there fights on who's going to get in the game, who would be better?
Yeah,
What were
mostly
the nerd battles? Because I've heard that term from more than one person from Kabam this weekend?
So there's a big one over dupe. I really,
dupe?
really wanted dupe in the game, and nobody
Dupe.
else did. So I think that was
What?
the biggest one. People left angry. We were sweating.
Yeah.
So that's a true story.
Did you somehow sneak him in there?
Maybe
Is
soon.
he a okay.
You know what we haven't talked about much is are the environments
Mhm.
and
Oh, that's
the
true.
stages that you play in. One look like the Savage Land a little bit? Is there anything like that in the game? How many levels do you get to play on?
So we have around 15, and
Oh,
it kind
wow.
of goes all over the greatest hits of the Marvel Universe. So we have Wakanda in there, we have Savage Lands.
Yeah.
I'm in Savage Lands with the Master Mode, so
Oh,
it's
nice.
all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I noticed the Kiln. I know
Yeah.
Avengers Tower's in there. I believe Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda looks amazing.
That's very cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Sophia wants to know, will Gambit be in the game? I'm going to say, I hope not.
He hates Gambit.
Who knows?
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. at
Because
some
you guys are
point.
starting out with 25, but you will be adding more characters as you go.
For sure.
Do you guys know? Don't say it now. Obviously, you can't say it. But do you know who like the next wave of characters are? Like, how far out are you guys planned?
Yeah, we have an idea.
Oh, okay.
We have a really good idea for 6 months, maybe.
Depends on which ones we can get.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we do have a plan. Actually, I think we've got planned a year out.
No, we usually always start out with like the big guns, as you can see on all our shirts. But will
This is
you?
embarrassing that we all wear the
No,
same
no. It's
shirt.
what are you talking about? It's embarrassing. It's great. It's
Joke.
awesome. We're a team. But as you get deeper, will you get some more obscure characters? Some people digging a little deep. Is that something you guys want to do?
Yeah, definitely. I know that was Gabe, our lead artist. That was one of his the big things he wanted to do is get in with these characters that people may not be familiar with. He
Mhm.
wanted to bring in kind of the guys that don't get a lot of face time, introduce them to fans.
I know we did have a Howard the Duck request yesterday.
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's not the first one?
No.
Fantastic.
Nice. Lucas wants to know, can you fight other players in the game? Is there a multiplayer?
Absolutely. So you can, but it's asynchronously. So what this means is you're fighting an AI using
Got it.
other people's recipes. So if I'm fighting Derek, I'm using Derek's Hawkeye. I'm fighting against him. So
Put you right with the Hawkeye. That's really sticking it to you. That
My Hawkeye's good.
I bet your Hawkeye's great. We got a couple more minutes left with these guys, so please send in your questions
We've
using
got
hashtag
more.
MarvelNYCC. Just wanted to note before we get back to that, we will have Joe Kelly and Duncan Rulo from Men of Action on next, so start sending those questions as well. Ryan, what do we got?
Yeah, Cooper Toy wants to know, it says fighting games and mobile don't seem to get along for him or her, and says, how did you manage those controls and really making that work in a new way for this game?
So that was actually something that we were starting very early on in the first couple of months. What are our goals with this game? And we immediately said no virtual buttons, all gesture-based, and anyone should be able to pick up and play.
Nice.
And so that's just a lot of rigorous testing. Like you get the game early, you show it to people. You get the game early, you show it to people. And I think the results really have shown really well. So
Cool. Want to get one more in here?
One more. Ben Ruppert says he wants Dupe, Squirrel Girl, and Hydra Bob.
So there's some dupe support. The fans will back you up.
go on the Facebook and
Yeah.
ask for them. Who
Well,
knows?
speaking of which, where can people find Contest of Champions online? Can they learn more about it as we get ready for December?
We have a website, playcontestofchampions.com.
Mhm.
They can go there, and yeah.
And cool. And if you guys are at New York Comic Con this weekend, if you're coming today, if you're coming tomorrow, you can of course go to the Marvel booth where these guys are doing live demos. You can actually play the game. It's awesome. We really love it. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
We will be talking to these guys also on Marvel.com throughout the next few months as we get ready for Marvel Contest of Champions. Coming up next, we got the Men of Action. This is Marvel Live from New York Comic Con 2014. Ryan, say something.
Hi, goodbye. Have a great Saturday?
You got like 10 more
Question
seconds to
mark? No, we're having a lot of fun. We'll be back really soon with the Men of Action.
kill. Bye. Thanks, guys.